Hi, my name is Snehal Kumar Gaikwad. I am a Vastu consultant. I analyze living spaces and harmonize it with principles of Vastu Shastra to promote health, prosperity, and well being. Welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about northeast zone of a living space. Hello friends, in today's chapter we will discuss the northeast zone. First of all, the dominant element of the northeast zone is water element. Now this zone is the zone of working women in the family of the living in the home. As I had mentioned earlier that every member in the family has a favorable zone in which the person can spend time. So the northeast zone, the room in the northeast zone is best suited for the person who is an earning, who is a working woman. Now it is very important to mention here that every zone has its dominating element. So if the northeast zone is damaged due to cut or an extension, or for that matter due to clutter any type of clutter, it definitely will ensure that the negative qualities of the zone are prevalent with the occupants of the home, and it will ensure that the working woman will get affected. Now the negative qualities of the northeast zone are certainty of a set of chronic diseases, uncertainty in many things, and instability of mind, and so on and so forth. So now if we enlist chronic diseases, there are many. So for sure, the northeast zone of a living space needs to be nurtured and balanced along with the rest of the zones. So as the northeast zone is nurtured, spirituality is sure to be appreciated. It is because the electromagnetic frequency, which we abbreviate it as EMF, is sure to get balanced. And the cosmic energy is sure to be prevalent as the northeast zone is the source of cosmic energy. Friends, the northeast zone is the center of emotions. If the northeast zone is not nurtured and damaged, negative emotions amongst the occupants in the home are sure to be prevalent. As I said, chronic ailments are sure to be prevalent. Certain health challenges like nervous breakdown, emotional outburst are sure to be prevalent. It is very important to mention here that every zone, every subdirection, and the center of the home requires a specific kind of treatment to nurture its qualities and balance the energy of the Vastu. As I mentioned about energy centers in the first chapter, each energy center of the human being is associated with either of the five elements of the universe, which are again associated with their zones. So, as I mentioned earlier, that the dominating element of the northeast zone is water, and of course, if the northeast zone is damaged, it is sure to hamper the energy center or the chakra associated with it to get damaged. So energy center of each of the occupants living in the home are sure to get damaged if the northeast zone is not nurtured, or rather if it is damaged. So as a result of which all the ailments related to the malfunctioning of the energy center associated with the northeast zone are sure to be prevalent with the occupants of the home. Now let us see which room or facility is best located in the zone. So if there is a bungalow, so main entrance, living room, temple, or an underground water tank have northeast as their favorable zone. I am not here mentioning either the which, if it is the first favorable, second favorable, or the third favorable zone. So if the main entrance of the living space is in the northeast zone, it is absolutely okay. If the rooms or the facilities are not in their favorable zone, either of their favorable zone, the first or the third or the second or the fourth, or in their alternate best or favorable zones, there are effective remedies available in Vastu Shastra which is given by or which are given by Vastu consultants. Now, as I mentioned about the positive qualities of northeast zone, let me brief you the concept of EMF, that is electromagnetic frequency. Firstly, of course, any given plot or home should be of a rectangular shape, or should be in a rectangular shape for the EMF to be balanced. It is nothing but a frequency that flows diagonally in a home. In a living space, if it is if the living space is not in a rectangular or a square shape, the EMF moves in different directions, in another directions, and hence the EMF will not be balanced anymore. EMF is related to basically planet Earth. Earth takes in balanced energy from the east and the northeast and the north, and drains the negative energy from the south, west, and southwest, because of which in a living space as well, EMF is taken from the north northeast zone and is drained away from the south and southwest zone of the home. Negative energy is drained by the home from the southwest zone, the south zone, and the west zone, and it moves towards the earth. And the earth drains the negative energy from the west, southwest, and the south zone. So it is the EMF that balances the east and the north zone. Obviously, if the east and the north zone are damaged, the EMF will not be balanced, as a result of which the east and northeast zone are sure to get affected. As I mentioned earlier about the ideal location of rooms or facilities, let me give an example of rooms or facilities not being in their ideal zone. For example, the kitchen is in the northeast zone, then what would happen? Quarrels in the house and differences of opinions amongst the occupants in the house are sure to prevail because kitchen requires fire element to be nurtured and the dominating element of northeast zone is water. So both elements do not obviously go hand in hand. Water sets off fire, which is why the rooms or the facility should be in their ideal zone. So kitchen should not be in the northeast zone. A simple remedy to nurture the northeast zone is again to place water of 10 liter, water can of 10 liter or 20 liter. Eitherwise, a water body like fish tank or water vase will serve the purpose. Low heighted indoor plants can be kept in the northeast zone as well. So the EMF coming from the earth can be balanced and stabilized if the east zone is nurtured, northeast zone is nurtured properly. Northeast zone is not ideal for heavy units, objects, and heighted units and objects. Northeast zone should always be having light weighted objects and storage units. It should ideally have a window or a doorway. As I had mentioned in my earlier chapter, the importance of crystals, the northeast zone can best be nurtured with its respective crystals. So, crystal remedy, again, I would like to mention, is the best remedy for all zones of the home and the rooms of the home. Again, when it comes to location and relocation of objects that we use, specific objects that we use have their own respective zones. So when it comes to crystal remedies, every zone of every room is given their respective crystals. So all the four directions and all the four sub directions will have their respective crystals. So all the four directions and the four sub directions along with the center of all the rooms, that is the living room, kitchen, bedroom, children's bedroom, master bedroom, will have their respective crystals. So with this, we complete the northeast zone analysis and appreciation. And would you like to be a part of my free Vastu consultancy group? Then click on the link given in the description. As you click on the link, you will be added to my WhatsApp group in which I will inform you when is the next webinar on Vastu consultation. I do these webinars every once or twice a week. So friends, please make sure you join my group. Whenever there is a webinar, you will get a Zoom link in the group. I will see you in the Zoom meet in which I will tell you ways in which Vastu can help you harmonize your living space. Bye.